And okay, we are on. Hello everyone, this is Hugo from SSW and I'm joined with the EasyLeave team for today's video, which is the Sprint 14 review. So EasyLeave is part of TimePro, and yeah, it's a really nice tool to manage your leave requests. Let's jump into the summary email. So for this sprint, we had two goals. The first one was to investigate a remaining syncing error we had between CRM and Exchange, and we found a solution. We just need to test it now, and we also worked on syncing the public holidays for everyone. Let's have a look at our backlog for this sprint. So the first thing I want to talk about is this one, the first one. So this is linked to the syncing error we had. We thought it was linked to the dates of the appointment. So now we are managing the creation of calendar appointments ourselves manually, and it's working
Hugo?
fine. Yes.
Can I check? Is this the problem where it was trying to create the appointment in Dynamics and there was some sync error that it was unreliable, worked sometimes, didn't work other times?
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, we had an error saying that the appointment was not sent sometimes, and we thought it was because of the dates. And yeah, the sync between CRM and Exchange was broken sometimes. So to fix that, we now manage the calendar appointment ourselves.
What do you mean ourselves? It's Graph.
Yeah,
Oh,
through the
okay.
Graph API. Yeah.
Okay, so are you not using Dynamics now?
We are still using Dynamics. We still create the appointment in Dynamics, but for the appointments in the calendar, we are creating it thanks to the Graph API, and we are not relying on the sync between CRM and Exchange.
Right. Okay. So the problem just went away as soon as you changed APIs, essentially.
Yeah, we tested it in local and in staging. We still need to test it in production. I want some guys in Australia to test it as well, so I will ask for help, like to Jeffrey and Caleb, I think, because they had the issue. So just to be sure, I want them to retest it now.
Right. Okay. No worries. All good.
Then we worked on some UX improvements, especially the counters on the left of the dashboard. We've hidden the one related to the leave balance until we have the zero integration that's up and running, and we've implemented the other two about the amount of days between the next date and the next leave and the last leave. Let me show you how it looks. Maybe. Yeah, so I'm talking about those counters on the left here, and now it looks like this. So you can see the amount of days until your next leave and the amount of days since your last leave. And we've hidden the first one because we don't have the zero integration yet. Let's go back to the email. The other cool thing we did this sprint was working on updating Sugar Learning. Maybe you can talk briefly about it, Chloe?
Yes. So we have updated the Sugar Learning items for EasyLeave, and the draft is now done. It has been reviewed by the French team, and so the next step is to have it tested by Jimmy, Stephen, and a few others.
Right. Okay. Thanks, Chloe. And the next big thing we did was working on syncing the public holidays. Maybe Gilles, you can talk briefly about this.
Yes, I started to work on that. Basically, it's about when we are creating a public holidays, we need to update leave, create a leave for each users in a public holiday group, and we need to also create a timesheet for each user as well. So I started to work on that. I did almost the first part, and I will have to work on the adding timesheets for each user's part.
All right. You think there is lots left to be done, or?
I saw that there is some method and endpoints that create timesheets kind of easily. So I think 8 is a good point of efforts.
Okay, all right. We'll keep working on
Jill?
this in the next sprint.
Yes.
Jill, when you work on that endpoint, can you please ping me? Because it's also related to another piece of work as outside EasyLeave, but there's work to be done on that endpoint as well. So I'm wondering if we can merge the two PBIs to so we don't have to back and forth with multiple people.
Yep, sure.
Keep it under that.
Yeah. Okay, sounds good.
I know that.
Let's continue then. Here we have the usage stats for EasyLeave at the moment. So we don't have that many people using EasyLeave for now. So yeah, not really representative, but this will get better, I guess, in the future.
Hugo.
Yep.
The employee column and the state column and the total column can all be thinner, so they move across to the left.
Yeah, you gave us that feedback last sprint, I think, Adam, and we created a PBI about this, but we did not have the time to work on it yet. But it's in the backlog. Yeah, you can find the report if you click on this link. This is our roadmap. We are still working on public holidays and some UX improvement. And next sprint, we'll start working on updating leave also. Here is a quick retrospective we did.
Hold on, before you do that, how many deployments were there this sprint?
None, actually, sadly. We wanted to deploy this morning, but one PR was failing because of the backend build, and it took too much time to solve it before the review. So now it's okay, but I didn't want to deploy just before the review, so I'll do it just after, so I can perform a smoke test and everything.
All right. In terms of the people that are testing it, do you have any Excel spreadsheet or anything like that where you're keeping a list of who's given a test pass, who's next? Because you don't want to give it to 5 people. You want to give it to one person, get them to pass it, give it to another, or maybe just give it to 2 or 3, and then get them to pass it, get all their feedback before you give it to the next couple.
Yeah, we did that with TimePro. Maybe we can do the same thing for EasyLeave and create a PBI for that, so we can keep track of who has tested it or not.
Okay, who is keeping track of their names?
At the moment, no one really.
I am really.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't have a spreadsheet. I don't really have a system.
Okay. All right. I would have expected the answer to be Chloe, because she's got the names. She knows who's first, who's second, who's third. Yeah. So something like that. Yeah. So maybe show what you've done in the past, so she has idea.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds good. So yeah, for the retro, in the what went well section, I think that it's great that we now have full control over the calendar appointments via graph, and we're not relying on the CRM Exchange integration. It will make it easier to see what's happening in the future if something goes bad again. And in the what did not go so well this sprint, Chile and I had barely the same feeling about this. Like, we feel like we did not work that much on this sprint because we were interrupted by some stuff. That's for me more than for Gilles. But yeah, basically that's just a personal feeling. But in the end, we still managed to make a lot of downs. So I think that's okay.
Okay. Just on the formatting there. See how what went well. You have you indent what didn't go so well. Indent what could be improved. Indent the NA.
Yeah.
And definition of ready. Indent the URL. And definition of done. Indent. Yeah. I just put a bullet.
Yeah. Yeah. That's good.
All right. Now, what about Chloe? She didn't have any comments on either.
Yeah. Do you want to add something, Chloe?
For this sprint, no. I will try to make some comments next sprint.
You don't have to make a comment. If everything's going fine and everything's not, that's fine.
Okay.
Fair enough. So that's it for the review. Let's have a look at the next sprint briefly. So our goals for next sprint will be to finish working on the public holiday sync and work on updating unprocessed leave requests. So
sorry, were there any done videos in the last sprint?
no, none, sadly.
Okay, what about this sprint?
So
if you
by
remember
this
last
sprint,
time,
yeah,
you did kind of 3 videos, and I gave feedback. And the idea, I think, would be to each of you do a video on the same things, and we can pick the best one and send it live for everyone.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, if it's a lot of work for you, then just one person do it. But it would be good. I thought they were all very good in different ways.
Yeah, but well, I can only speak for me, but I did not really have time to record the done video this sprint.
No, for this sprint coming.
Yeah, for the coming sprint, yeah. For this one, I think we'll have time to record new ones, yeah.
Yeah, so can we put that in the goal? Because those videos should be going out with the testing. So you give a couple of people the sugar learning item, but you embed the video so they can watch it and see how it's meant to work.
Yeah.
Can I chime in on this one? So the done videos that were done last sprint. It's funny to say this sprint when we talk about different sprints. So I'm going to say last sprint. The done videos that were done were mostly about public holidays, which is not really meant for public, well, not for public, but for general audience. So can I advise you guys to record that done video on the main part of EasyLeave? There's actually even a PBI for that, and I think it's part of this sprint anyway.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
but just to avoid the confusion.
I agree with you, Jean, because you want that video for the end users to use. But the only reason I'm mentioning the other ones is because you divided them up into 3. I gave feedback, and you want one to come out of that so that people like Penny know what to do.
Right. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm happy for you guys to work on that video on the public holidays. But I don't think it should be embedded in the test please email to users, because it's not for end users really.
Yeah.
Okay, so put record done video for end user, record done video for leave administrator.
There's 2. So what record done videos, one for end users and one for administrators.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
Sounds good. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this. We've re-estimated some PBIs, and I did this one about managing unprocessed leave, well, updating unprocessed leave. So that will be the goal for next sprint. Does anyone have any questions?
No, if you could just add Matt Wicks and Tom I onto the CC, that'd be great.
Can you make sure you add them to the attendees as well in the
in the other email, in this one. But we don't have an attendee thing in this one.
Funny.
You need to check the template. I think you're not following the template.
Yeah, I'll have a look and update this email before sending it.
Someone would reuse an existing email as a template? Whatever. Disastrous.
That does not happen. Like, never.
How dare you?
I think the first field is the video. First field on the table is the video.
Really?
Anyway, check it.
Yeah, I'll have a look. Yeah. All right, makes sense. Well, as always, this video recording will be on the SSW TimePro YouTube channel. It was Hugo and the EasyLeave team for this sprint review. Cheers.
Thanks, Hugo.
Bye-bye.
And recording terminated. That's it.